Welcome everyone to another episode of the BEC Development Coffee Break. Today we have another special guest. It is Metspalu from Estonia, well known by many in the badminton umpiring world, and chair of the BEC Umpire Assessment Panel. Welcome, it is.
Thank you very much for the invitation.
Umpires is one of the groups that encompasses the Technical Officials Collective, if I'm not mistaken, together with the line judges and the referees. And we all know that without them, there is no competitive sport. And sometimes you don't get the necessary recognition. First of all, Iris, I would like to apologize because I'm not an expert in this topic at all. I'm not an expert in any, actually, but in this one particularly. So if I say something ridiculous, or just don't hesitate to shut me or to correct me. Okay, first of all, I would like actually to know what made you interested in this role.
Actually, this was all due to my good business colleague who was a player once, and then he was one of the umpires in Estonia, and then he was one of the first ones in Estonia doing it internationally. And in one point, since we are pretty close working together every day here, so he kind of told me that, this is something you should try because you would love it. And he was absolutely 100% right. So I went on a course, and since then it's just been another big part of my life now.
Okay, and you have been working as an umpire for a lot of years. And you, as an umpire, you have the best view on the court. You work closely with the players. You get to travel. What are for you the most highlighted or the most highlight part of being an umpire? What captivates you?
Actually, for me, it's one of the things is the love for the sports, but then another thing is really the company. Those people, they are in big majority in the world. They are volunteers. They are so passionate about it, and they are super nice, super diverse, super people, and this is why I do it. This is the friends, the people. That's why.
And do you have any experience that has really marked your life in the umpiring world? Something that you can highlight?
Umpiring world? No, still, let's say I've kind of collected myself so many fantastic true friends all over the world, and whatever corner of the world I'm going to, I will find somebody waiting for me, showing me around, being the best host ever, which I'm doing here as much as I can if people are coming to Estonia to visit this country. So this is really something that is I would say this is the main highlight for me. And then of course there's the other part, which is on-court thing, which is the world tour, all the major events over there. Those are the other part.
Okay, I really relate to you with all those feelings, especially in the coach education. It is the same for me when I go to these courses, and I kind of feel that I am connected all over the world now with all the people so randomly. And now that I have mentioned the coach education, I always tend to relate to that field because it's where I am more involved in. And when it comes to education, to become a coach, we have a clear path and a clear education with courses level 1, level 2. But for the umpires, how can someone start being an umpire? Do you have any kind of path, educationally wise?
Definitely, we have rather long. We kind of had a joke recently that this is more than doctors do, that in years wise, this is longer to become a top umpire. This takes longer than to become a good doctor. So it's normally you start at the national level or regional level at your own country. Then you start with the small possibly junior tournaments in your own country. You get somebody who will guide you through those things. Then when you enter in one point, when you enter to the field of becoming maybe a little bit more international, you reach the national level, then you get to go to the international tournaments. Then from there, we have a fantastic course in Badminton Europe, which is called NUVA, which is National Umpire Workshop and Appraisal, where they will be appraised and then suggested whether for assessment or not. So you will have, next step is the assessment, and then you will, if you are successful, you will reach the Badminton Europe accredited level. Then you will go through another appraisal in a couple of years. You will become successfully doing another assessment, be the Badminton Europe certificated umpire. And then from there, again, with some years of experience, you get to your chance maybe to have an assessment, have an invitation for assessment for Badminton World Umpire. So
okay, so yeah, you're actually right. This is a PhD.
Yeah, it's really, and actually nowadays the BWF has one level, but before, when I did it, it was 2 levels also in BWF level. So I had the highest, like the BWF certificated umpire level, which was the highest, but now we have one level. After Tokyo Olympics, we have only one level in BWF.
And now, talking from your experience, it is you have umpires in different competitions, levels, ages. How does the umpiring experience evolves when umpiring actually young youth athletes or youngsters compared to senior ones? What are the main differences that you find?
Youngsters, they need a little bit more of guidance. They are very fast actually playing. They don't have any delays or any of these issues. That is the biggest issue in umpiring world at the moment. So they don't have that. That's a good thing. And they need some guidance, and so you just tell them some things that, oh, you should do this or that, or you should pay attention to this or that thing. So it's a good thing. For high performance players, with them it's you can actually use your best skills of umpiring, your personal skills, your experience, and everything else that you can put on in work in that level. That means that you need to be very attentive, very fast, very communicative, also feel for the game comes in that moment. And for seniors, which I did the very first time now last week, like seniors that is like 35 plus, with them tends to be almost like with youngsters, that you need to guide them a little bit more, because not all of them are professionals. Quite a few of them are fantastic hobby level players. Some of them are like previous professionals, but some of them are not. So again, you need to guide them a little bit more, but they are also very fast, no delay whatsoever. To just pick the shuttle from ground and they play on, so no problems there. So it's a little bit, I'm not saying that they are like children, but kind of the pace of the game comes back. So
yeah. I hope that no one gets offended.
No, I don't. I didn't mean to offend anyone. It's just like the way it is. It's
they just want to hit the shuttle.
In seniors, it's the thing. Just my very recent, most recent tournament.
Sure.
Just the feeling from there. It's they have this enormous joy of playing, and they show it, and I really loved it. It's really enjoyable.
Fantastic. And also because now I'm reading a lot about ego in high performance environment, and I see how the biggest ego, like all the athletes have the biggest of the egos. And I was wondering how you deal with all those characters and personalities on court. Do you have any experience that you would like to share, or without mentioning any names for sure? And how do you deal with those characters?
It's just I'm telling every so-called young umpire also, I'm trying to teach that every match starts from love all. So I always give them chance. I always give them a new chance, even if I had some more difficult experience before. I still start from the zero. I think they are human. That's why I'm taking them the way. Do they sometimes really step on your nerves? Yes, sometimes they do. But again, this is the part of our profession, or that comes with the territory, that this is up to us to just use our skills and expertise to kind of deal with it and make this the best way we can. I also kind of sometimes I sometimes try to kind of take it like conducting, like a conductor of an orchestra. Umpire is a conductor of an orchestra. You have so many. You have line judges, you have coaches, you have players, you have referees, you have all these expectations on you. You have the audience. You need to kind of keep that game going. So this is you, like people management in a way. This is the conducting all of it and having having an idea what everyone is doing. This is umpiring.
Okay, it's a very, it's a wonderful approach. Actually, I have never thought about that orchestra vision. I like it. I take it. Okay. I take it.
Yeah.
And it is. Do you have pressure then? How do you deal with the pressure on court? Do you feel always those butterflies on your stomach before a match as a player, for example?
Not always. It depends on sometimes on a level, but there's a little bit nerve in it, definitely. But there's always preparation before the match. You need to kind of prepare yourself with what can happen before. With the pressure, I love it actually.
Yeah, I can sense it. I can sense it.
I love the pressure. Pressure is a good thing. Makes me going. Makes me because I think most of top umpires they really need for that little extra pressure to perform on the best level, because that makes us, I think, alive and alert a lot. Yes.
Yeah. And do you have any kind of ritual before stepping into court? Like, I don't know, some breathing exercises when you have a little bit more pressure and it's a very important tournament? Or you talk to someone before? Or
No, I take a little bit time on my own. We call it going into your own bubble. So it's on my own. I practice my announcement names. I toss my coin. After I have checked the players, I just kind of take time off from them and prepare for myself. So it's really like making yourself ready for whatever comes.
Okay, fantastic, interesting, huh? And actually, you have witnessed completely different approaches in Europe and in Asia. And we know that athletes and coaches are treated as celebrities in Asia. What about umpires? Are you recognized in Asia as well?
In Asia, yes. In Asia, yes. I have a huge fan base in Indonesia, I know, and some other countries in there. There's Thai, Malaysian, some of the audience. I get some messages sometimes. They make TikTok videos of me, whatever they can get footages on YouTube, wherever they can. They make fun of me because I'm kind of Elsa, the character from the cartoon. For them, this is they actually compare me with Elsa. So yes, I'm called Umpire Elsa in there.
Okay. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if you have watched Game of Thrones.
Also, yes, comparison coming from there. I've never watched an episode, but I know the character. Yes, and
So
really, I'm flattered in that way that Emilia Clarke looks fantastic. So thank you.
yeah. I would also be if I was you.
Yeah, really.
Okay, and actually, if you had to compare the umpiring world in badminton with another sport, what are the main differences in terms of dress code and the image and the presence on court? Do you think that badminton is like in a good standing position in terms of presence and?
I think so, actually. Recently at European Games, I had the chance to see also, let's say, table tennis, and I could see some other sports. Of course, let's say football referees, they are in fantastic shape, and they are all dressed in this sports gear, and they are looking amazing every single time. But also, let's say, table tennis is more close to badminton, and I'm really happy with how our European umpires, how they look and how they take it professionally, and that they dress well, and they take care of themselves. Most of them, they are in good shape. They are. I know quite a few of them. They, before the major events, they go to hairdresser to take care of. Really, they take care of their presence. It's a good thing.
Oh really?
Yes, I know. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So you really need to look presentable. This is, again, like I said, one of those things that you need to present the game, and this is what we are doing. Although quite few occasions you see that we are invisible in there, but being on court, we take it with full seriousness. So we try to do our part in presentation of the game.
Unbelievable. Wow. I'm really learning a lot of things that I had no clue about. And it is, if we go towards the development of umpiring world in Europe, what do you think which strategies do you think that could enhance the development of this world in Europe? Do you think that there could be something that could be done to show?
I think we would need like this would maybe help with. We would need some more of this, not even acknowledgement, but a little bit more of the being visual, being there. People should notice more that this is a big part of the sports, and so we could recruit a little bit more of these youngsters who could be the next ones, the best ones in the world. And I think this would really help if we could kind of advertise a little bit more this field, that this is something that is so big in sports, and you can be so involved, and you can be so much, having so much fun. And that's something that could be maybe delivered to a lot of people who maybe one day become the best in the world in this field.
Okay. And if you, just to close it up, if you had to give a message to all those youngsters that may be thinking about continuing this sport and they don't really know in which path they should go, how would you, or what would you tell them in order to recruit them?
I would say,
umpiring world?
I would say that most of the umpires, they've been in youth. They have been very good players, and in one point they have realized that maybe they don't have enough time or commitment to become the best players in the world, but knowing the field, knowing the sports, you could become one of the best umpires in the world, and you would be still in this lovely sports, and you could absolutely do so well with this sports that you love. So I think that definitely, if you are hesitating, maybe I should do this or that or quit in all, so don't quit, come an umpire.
Well, you are persuading me as well.
Yeah, please enjoy. You're really welcome. Absolutely fantastic, because especially the number of female umpires is not so high, so it would be nice to have also more balance in there. So young women, please pay attention. You have a potential here. Come and join us.
Okay. Thank you. That's a really good call because I'm taking notes. Okay, it is. Thank you very much. You know, I always try to go to bed with a new takeaway of my day. It can be from a recipe tip or a new English word. But now I have really fulfilled my backpack with a lot of new things, and I have really enjoyed it because I have never had the chance to talk that close with a professional umpire. So I really feel flattered that you have given me your 20 minutes of your day, despite being very busy. So yeah, I just wanted to say thank you, and I hope that also if there are people curious enough to keep to watch this episode, yeah, thank you as well, and I hope that you have enjoyed it. So it is. If you want to say a few words before we finish.
I would say thank you from my side as well, and I really want to emphasize this thing that again, umpiring is umpires and technical officials are a crucial part of our professional sports. So it's really important to have them at the best level we can. Badminton Europe has done a lot of work with this, and we are still continuing working with this. And I can say that we have big number of the best umpires in the world coming from Europe. So I'm super proud of it. And if you have any interest, please contact your local umpire coordinator manager, or you could easily contact me or anyone at Badminton Europe to ask how you can start your way towards this absolutely fantastic journey. Yes.
Yeah.
Passion, I would say.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Edis, and for sure, don't hesitate to contact us if you want to know more about the umpiring world. Thank you very much, everyone.